What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about Aquarius energy. I'm going to be talking about what are some of the characteristics an Aquarius possesses and what an Aquarius zodiac sign purpose is. So, with that said, let's get right on into it. So, first and foremost, little disclaimer. Every Aquarius is different. No two Aquariuses are exactly alike. If you're an Aquarius, this may apply to you. Some of these things may not quite apply to you. This is just going to be a generalized perception of what an Aquarius is, in my personal opinion, and the things about an Aquarius that stands out to me the most. So, an Aquarius is an air sign. And air signs deal with communication, thought processing, wisdom, intelligence, intellect, and it deals with a lot of throat chakra energy. Aquarius is also a fixed energy sign, which means that they tend to be stuck in their ways. It's usually when it comes to an Aquarius, it's like it's my way or the highway. Aquarius is very constant when it comes to their routines, their habits, their way of thinking, their patterns. They can be stubborn, relentless, and non negotiable. But on the other side of the spectrum, they can also be resilient, grounded, and very consistent. Now, when it comes to Aquarius, their sign represents the water bearer. And the water stands for emotions, which basically means that they can tap into everybody's emotions around them. And they tend to be very empathetic. They are empaths where they can, absorb the energy of their surroundings. So they have to be mindful of taking care of themselves and making sure that they don't take on too much. Another thing about an Aquarius is they are the truth speakers and deep thinkers. When it comes to Aquarius energy, they are very much in their mind. They don't like to stay on the surface level very long, and they can get annoyed with people that like to, let's just say, stay stuck on petty matters or tend to be small minded. They don't like that type of stuff. They can get annoyed with that. Aquarius type of communication is very direct and straightforward as well. When it comes to their communication, they're going to tell you like it is, whether you like it or not. Straight, no chaser. Aquarius doesn't tend to have a filter on their words. They aren't very much into diplomacy. They are just about what's the truth. Let's get to the point. Let's get it out. Let's put it on the table. This is what it is. Aquarius energy is also very adventurous. They don't like to stay in a bubble. You can't tie an Aquarius down. Now, I'm not saying that, they don't like to be in a relationship or anything like that, but by any means, they want to be able to get up and go if they need to. They want to experience newness of life. They want to explore what's out there. An Aquarius also, doesn't like to be in a box. If you try to box an Aquarius in, they're going to repel. They're going to rebel. That's just in their nature. And Aquarius is also very rebellious by nature. They're the type of people that like to go against the grain. If everybody is going one direction, the Aquarius is going to be going the totally opposite direction. By no means are they followers. They are the type of people that like to set their own trends, and they can be quite the lone wolf as well. Some Aquarius tend to really enjoy the loner life, hermit mode type of energy. They can go to the extremes of being, totally antisocial, where they just don't want to be involved with anybody whatsoever. But on the opposite side of the spectrum, Aquarius energy also values community, and recognize the strength when it comes to numbers. Now, another thing about an Aquarius is they can also, with them being a water bearer, be quite the humanitarian. When I think about a water bearer, I think of someone carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders, just holding things together, and unity. An Aquarius is all about connecting with like-minded souls and just vibing, and they like to be around people that mean them well. They like to connect with people that they truly feel are genuine and just on that same mental frequency. Aquariuses can also be considered the aliens, literally and figuratively speaking. Aquariuses value the fact that they do stand out, the fact that they are unique. They can pride themselves on this because, like I said, Aquarius likes to pave their own path, and they're not one to follow the crowd. They're the type of people that want to do their own thing, dance to the rhythm of their own beat. And when it comes to Aquarius energy, they also can be very detached. That's the paradox with them. As much as they like to connect with other people, they can also be detached. And what I mean by this is when it comes to emotions and stuff like that, even though they may absorb other people's emotions, they can feel where you're coming from and everything like that. When it comes to tapping into their own emotions and being vulnerable, that's not quite the side that Aquarius likes you to see. If in fact they do, you have to really have gotten in good with them. You have to be someone that's really close to them on an intimate level for them to share, that aspect of themselves. Not saying that Aquarius won't purge or, shed a tear or, get their feelings out there, but that's not something that they typically like to share with just anybody or just in general. Aquarius isn't very much on the sentimental level. Aquarius is also big on integrity. That's something else that I think is commendable when it comes to Aquarius energy. They are very much into truth. When it comes to Aquarius, truth is everything. They are passionate about their truth so much, and they have to be mindful when it comes to this because they can also alienate other people with their compassion for their truth. So that is the double-edged sword when it comes to that. Because, when it comes to truth, I think it's great to embrace it and to stand by it and live in it, be authentic. But you don't want to be so attached that you can't see anything outside of that sphere, because everybody has their own truth and truth is subjective. So that's the other side of that when it comes to Aquarius. When it comes to the purpose of an Aquarius zodiac sign, in my opinion, a Aquarius is to do just that: share their truth, speak their truth, live in their truth, stand by their truth by any means necessary. With a healthy level of detachment, though, with that balance. But Aquarius, in my opinion, when I think of Aquarius, I think of truth, and authenticity and eccentricity. When it comes to an Aquarius's purpose, I believe that is the biggest force that they carry. Being able to share their intellect and their words by way of writing a book, starting a podcast, expressing their thoughts and their downloads through music, by presenting speeches, doing, as I mentioned, music or poetry, sharing their thoughts through communication, maybe through therapy or, helping somebody on a one-on-one level. developing some type of community center, or, an artistic group where, eccentric souls can all get together and, just vibe and, build some type of, community where there's just support and the truth is just spreading like, wildfire. It's just all just getting out there, their ideas, and developing, well, a civil rights activist type of movement or something like that as well. An Aquarius can do great when it comes to standing up for what's right, when it comes to different issues going on in their neighborhood or in certain environments that they want to change, environmental structure, environmental movements and things of that sort. I think that would be great for an Aquarius too. It is an Aquarius's purpose to impact the world on some level, or impact others' lives on some level when it comes to sharing their truth and their ability to unify. So there you have it. Those are my thoughts when it comes to Aquarius energy, what type of, characteristics an Aquarius has, what their purpose is for this video. I hope that you enjoyed this video today. If in fact you did, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment in the comment section and let me know if you resonated with this information. If you're Aquarius, leave an Aquarius sign in the comment section. With that said, I appreciate you all tuning in as always, and I'll catch you in the next one.